Hey everyone, George here. So if you're a contractor and someone told you to never ever use a C corporation because of double taxation, that advice could be costing you money. Most contractors are either set up as sole proprietorships or LLCs taxed as S-Corp. And for a lot of them at their point in the business lifecycle, that works. But once a construction company starts making real money, hiring crews, buying equipment, and taking on risk, a C corporation can become one of the smartest structures available. Today, we'll go over why construction companies are uniquely positioned to benefit a lot from C Corps and when it actually makes sense to become one or have one. So without further ado, let's get started. Most contractors I work with, eventually as their business grows, getting more advanced in the business life cycle, eventually all hit the same problem. Revenue's up, payroll's up, risk is up, but taxes feel completely out of control. In an LLC or an S-Corp, all profits flows through to the owners. You pay income tax, payroll tax, you get limited fringe benefits, and at higher income levels, the IRS basically treats you like a very well-paid employee. So that's where C-Corps come in and can change the game. So lo and behold, the 21% corporate tax rate. C-Corps are taxed at a flat 21% federal tax rate. For contractors in the 32 to 37% federal tax bracket, that's kind of a big deal. So let's say your construction company nets $600,000. With an S-Corp, all that profit flows over to you personally. So you pay a high marginal income tax rate in addition to payroll tax, and you have very little control over timing. So with a basic C-Corp, you pay yourself a reasonable W-2 salary, deduct payroll, trucks, insurance benefits, and retain excess profits at 21%. That retained cash can be used for equipment purchases, expansion, slower seasons, bonding requirements. So it gives you this option of tax deferral with more flexibility, which a lot of contractors desperately need. So number two main benefit with C Corps is that they handle contractor benefits much better. So number one, there's a health insurance benefit, in which case with a C Corp, it becomes 100% deductible and there's no add back as a fringe benefit or anything. Number two, health reimbursement arrangements. Covers deductibles, co-pays, and prescriptions, and it doesn't become taxable to the owner at all. Number three, life insurance, and this becomes up to $50,000 tax-free to the owner. Number four, dependent care assistance, and that's up to $7,500 tax-free to the owner. And number five, education assistance, and that's up to $5,250 tax-free. Contractors, obviously like anyone else, have families, injuries, and medical expenses, and C Corp lets you pay for that pretty much all tax-free to the owners and becomes deductible to the business. Third benefit of a C Corp is retirement and long-term planning. Obviously, construction long-term can be hard on the body. C Corps allow contractors to fund large retirement plans, shift money out of taxable income, and protect wealth from lawsuits and creditors. Obviously, this all works with the help of 401k, profit sharing, and defined benefit plans. And this works especially well for contractors over 40, high earners planning an exit, and owners tired of reinvesting every dollar back into the job site. So this one goes into a little bit more detail. And a lot of times, maybe converting your actual operating company to C Corp is not necessarily the best answer. There's not a one-size-fits-all solution or answer to this. Sometimes you might as well leave your original company an S Corp and form a management company C Corporation on the side. And the management company would need to perform real services to your operating company. And for that, usually there would be like a management agreement where you charge, say, a percentage of revenue or however you want to structure it to the S Corp. And you'll have basically income shifted over to the C Corp, which performs usually administrative tasks, payroll, HR, all the admin that goes into. And basically at this point, you have more flexibility in terms of retirement plans that you can offer yourself and be ERISA compliant and take the full advent of, say, defined benefit plan contribution limits, which for 2026 is $290,000 up to that amount, and cash balance plans, these very high contribution plans. So like I mentioned, you can either have your original entity converted to C Corp, or the other option is to leave your operating entity completely as is and form a C Corp management company, which provides real services to the S Corp. And there's a lot more flexibility this way, but there's a lot of requirements compliance-wise that need to be ticked off. So it's important you work with advisors who know what they're doing and who've done this before. Again, if you ever have any questions on this, our calendar booking is down in the show notes. So number four advent of having a C Corp is the risk, liability, and audit reality of things. So obviously in construction, there could be lawsuits, claims, injuries, audits. So how does a C-Corp help with respect to this? There's a cleaner separation between the owner and the entity. There's obviously stronger documentation standards, and the optics usually in the event of an audit, whether it's IRS or Labor Department or what have you, generally tend to be low. The IRS tends to see C-Corps as professional, structured, and controlled. That matters during payroll audits, worker classification audits, and cash flow examinations. So a lot of times if you have an S-Corp, what they'll do is not just look at the S-Corp itself, they'll also scope in your personal side, since the income already flows through from the S-Corp to your personal. But that's not necessarily always the case with C-Corps. A lot of times they'll just look at C-Corps in its own. Number 5 benefit to C-Corp, and this is a big one, is the QSBS, the Section 1202 Qualified Small Business Stock. So this is definitely a hidden jackpot. If you form or convert early, meet certain industry requirements, and hold the company for 5 or more years, you can, upon sale of the business, you can exclude up to $15 million of gain upon sale of your business. And with a spouse, it goes by taxpayer. So if you have a spouse, it can be up to 30. So meaning you could sell your business with a gain of up to, between yourself and a spouse, up to $30 million completely tax-free. So this is big for construction business owners who build regional companies, roll up trades, and sell to private equity. And most contractors don't even realize this or hear about it until it's too late. So you need to have the actual stock issued from the C corporation to you for a minimum of 5 years for this to work, as 5 years as a C corporation. So putting all this together, bringing it all home, when does a C Corp make sense for a construction business owner? So if you net $250,000 or more consistently, you don't want to necessarily pull out every dollar. You want all the benefits, all the fringe benefits, which could be a very material amount, and you have more tax control. You're scaling crews or territories, and you plan to sell one day, then C Corp is a good direction to go. They do not work well if your cash flow is tight, profits are inconsistent, or you need all the earnings personally. So again, C Corps aren't about avoiding paying taxes or anything like that. It's about more control. It's about being able to defer and have the flexibility of when you'll pay that. It also offers a lot of tax planning opportunities. Like I mentioned, you can set up a management company and have more tax efficient structure that way. So used correctly, you could definitely stabilize cash flow, protect your assets, reduce tax pressure, and set up for a real exit one day that becomes tax-free. I personally love C Corps. They're not for everybody, but at some point when you get advanced enough in your business life cycle, they do start to make sense and they have their special place things. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or anything, our booking link is, calendar link is down in the show notes, and hope to see you next.